All right. Hey, welcome everybody. It is 7 o'clock Wednesday. Time for Sci-Fi Distilled. Welcome back, Mary Beth.
Hello, hello. Are you where you are, Rizzo? Are you seeing like the yellow sky?
Mhm. Yes, it's like I'm in an old Star Trek episode and I'm on some weird planet. It is very weird. And I did send to some of our Canadian friends to get that crap under control because it's weird and
It
it's
was
yeah, it's very
hazy
freaky.
and
Yeah, so
yellow
those
AF today.
it's there's the wildfires in Canada that are causing our it's weird. It was very yellow.
It is
Looks
weird and
sky
very
looks
yellow.
yellow and the sun is all kind of behind it and strange. Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
been very
yeah,
humid today, although not super
yeah.
hot.
Very warm.
Humid.
We had a heat advisory, although I think the
Yeah.
haze kind of kept the actual heat down for somehow.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah. It only got up into the 80s today. And originally they
yeah,
said it was gonna get the high 90s. So
90s. Yeah.
but anyway, yeah,
So we
so
got that going on.
got that going on. Exactly. So today we are going to do, as most of you probably know, Sam Neill passed away a few days ago. We don't normally do these kind of tribute show, but I was thinking about it. I'm like,
Mm,
he did so many sci-fi shows and movies.
he
I
did.
thought it would be worth it to kind of go over his career. Obviously, not his whole career, because man, he did a lot of
He's
stuff.
pretty
Started
prolific.
in the
Yes, he did a
70s.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, so he's been around. Of course, you know him, his voice, and he's a great actor. So we're going to talk about that. I think we have a little bit of
We have
news,
just the tiniest bit of news tonight. I
just
really don't have
a
much.
whiff of news.
The tiniest bit of news. First of all, I apologize for my hasty departure last week. I don't know what happened. I hope that doesn't happen again.
No,
Magic the Gathering. Do you play Magic? You don't play
no,
Magic
I don't.
regularly.
No, that's no, not my thing.
I was into that hot and heavy for a while there. Magic the Gathering does not just Magic cards, but they have Magic the Gathering other like crossovers. So they have Lord of the Rings and Doctor Who and Fallout and Final Fantasy and some Marvel and some other stuff. Well, they are finally bringing Star Trek. Wizards of the Coast has officially unveiled Magic the Gathering Star Trek. This is going to be launching worldwide on November 13th, and it is in part for the celebration of Star Trek's 60th anniversary. And it will bring together, it'll span decades of television and movies, bringing together iconic captains, crews, villains, and starships from across the franchise. And I gave away all my Magic cards, um, and I haven't played it in a long time. But part of me is kind of like, ooh.
I thought I saw something that they were going to be in Vegas for the, but
Oh, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the
I don't.
Coast.
Yeah, probably to promote that Star Trek thing. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I just thought I
Yeah,
saw it somewhere.
it's all good. Moving on tonight, Antoinette Bauer, who played Sylvia from Cat's Paw. You may have seen me dressed up as Sylvia at the set tour sometimes. She actually passed away last April, and her family just released the news on Sunday.
Yeah, it's weird.
She was 93. Not really sure why there was a delay there, but she had a bunch of other notable roles. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Wild Wild West, I Spy, The Fugitive, Big Valley, Bonanza, Hawaii Five, all, Hogan's Heroes, Mission Impossible, all your favorites from the era. She was on there, and she was in the Thornbirds. So she will be missed. And finally tonight, the subject of tonight's show, legendary actor Sam Neill has passed at age 78. And we are going to talk tonight about all his amazing roles. But before we do that, I just want to mention Sam ran a sustainable farm where he raised rescue animals and planted native plants. He advocated for endangered species, fought destructive mining projects, and committed to farming without chemicals. And he is quoted as saying, "The future of the planet depends on our stewardship today." Good on you, Sam. You will be missed. So, Rizzo, are we actually drinking anything?
Yeah. I looked at. First of all, I believe he had his own vineyard or winery,
Ooh,
also. But
raise
I
a
did
glass.
look up. Believe it or not, you gotta love the internet. I said, what is Sam Neill's favorite cocktail? And apparently, he mostly drank gin and tonic.
Straight up gin and tonic. Old school.
So you can't get any simpler. I like a good gin and tonic. I like particularly the James gin. James gin of James May, Top Gear era, makes some very good gin if you're interested in gin. And you can get it here in the United States. So, gin and tonic. Can't go wrong. 2 ounces of gin, 4 ounces of tonic, lime. I would be drinking, but I don't have any lime. And I can't drink it without lime. Got to have the lime in it. So.
Gin's a little bit.
I would have it in gin and tonic right now.
Gin tastes like pine trees, so yeah.
A lot of people say that. I do like this one I get from the James Gin. He has an Asian parsnip that he has. He has different flavors. This I like particularly the Asian parsnip. So,
and what I must know, what does Asian parsnip taste like?
It still tastes like gin, but I don't know. It's
like
good
pine
gin.
trees.
It's still, I know a lot of people say that. I hear that a lot. That sounds tastes like a pine tree. Well, there's nothing wrong with a pine tree.
To me, it does. I detect.
No, I've heard other people. You're not the only person I've heard say that didn't care for gin.
I do. I like it.
Totally
I've had gin and tonic. It's okay.
But you gotta have good gin. I think a lot of people drink crap gin, just like with anything else. It's like good vodka or good tequila. Yeah. You know, if you're buying the, I don't know what cheap. I mean, the really cheap gin, then you get what you pay for. I guess anything else, anyway. But anyway, James Gin, aka James May, Captain Slow.
Captain Slow
makes good gin.
They should have had an.
They all have their own.
And the
they all have their own thing. Clarkson's got his pub, the Farmer's Dog, and he has his own beer line.
And does Richard have something?
I don't. I thought there was something he was working on, but I don't know because they all want to market.
And in case anybody does not know what we're talking about, these are the folks who do Top Gear, the good Top Gear, the British Top Gear.
Used to do Top Gear, yeah.
Used to do Top Gear.
The Grand Tour. Yeah, actually, Hamster runs a automobile restoration facility stop. They take old cars and restore them. I mean, not even old cars, but like what we, old by today's standard, but 20-year-old.
Old by today's standard, but us like, oh yeah, we had that in high school.
Not like Model Ts,
Yeah, is it a Tin Lizzie?
Like a 1998 Subaru Impreza, or something like that. WRX still. So anyway,
Jeff, the British Top Gear is the.
Yeah, we don't speak of any other Top Gears after that. Matt LeBlanc did make. I will give him credit. Matt LeBlanc made a good stab at it. I mean, I think he was a good presenter. The shoes were too massive to fill.
Yeah, it just didn't have the same. Yeah,
it was because people watched it not because of cars, it's because of those three idiots.
Yeah, to listen to those three kind of snipe at each other. That's why they listened to it.
Still funny stuff. Anyway, so that's the gin that I buy. I was buying it like in a case of 6 because it was cheaper that way.
Oh, all right.
Anyway,
hey, raise a glass to Sam Neill. You will be missed. Let's talk about what he did. I was literally just watching Out of the Mouth or Into the Mouth of Madness. I can't remember if it's in or out, but
I don't think I ever saw that one.
It's a John Carpenter film, and it is 1000% a John Carpenter film. Every single detail, you're like, oh, that's John.
Well, Carpenter. He's done, like you said, we'll talk about it. I mean, he's done horror, like he did Event Horizon, which was pretty much straight horror. He did. He was in one of the Damien. I don't know why I can't get this camera to stay where it needs to be, but there, let's try that. What was the Omen series, wasn't it? Then it was one of the sequels to that, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was called, what was it? I gotta look it up because I thought I had it set aside here and go all the way down to the 70s on his IMDb. And it was
what year did you start? Let me also get on.
Well, he started his first thing is 1971, The City of No, which I have no idea what that is. Oh
Lord, the year I was born, Sam was already acting.
He's already acting, isn't he? I'm sure he was quite young.
That's alarming.
I can't. No. Okay. All right. I don't know.
City of No TV.
That was the first.
I bet that was a New Zealand TV movie because that's where he's from.
May very well be. Yeah, because he is a New Zealander.
Yes. Let's see if we can pinpoint when he either went to Britain or the States.
He was Dr. Zhivago. Did not know that.
Maybe Strong Medicine. The Good Wife.
The remake, though.
Good Wife.
That was the remake.
America with a K.
Where is the one?
Somewhere in there.
The Final Conflict. He was Damien. So it was the 1981. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's called The
The
Final
Final
Conflict,
Conflict?
which is one of the Damien Omen series. Remember, they did
You
like
mean,
3
oh,
movies.
Damien, Devil's Child,
Put the
666, that
dog
one?
down, Damien. Remember, it had what's his name?
Is
What
that
was
the
the
one I'm
father's
dreaming about?
name?
Yeah,
The
Damien.
father, the actor, was a very famous actor. Gregory Peck, right?
Oh, it was that Gregory Peck?
I think it was Gregory Peck was his father.
Woo.
I just remember that from the movie. Put the dog down, Damien. I don't think he actually says it that way, but something along that line.
I
Something
don't
about the
remember.
dog.
I don't generally do those types.
No,
of
I'm not a big horror fan. So, but I thought it was worth mentioning that he was in that movie, because that was kind of when I think he was, of course, he did a lot of stuff before that, but not a lot of stuff that I would recognize, or most people. I don't recognize most of the stuff anything he did in the 70s. That was
Yeah,
like the
I'm not
first movie I think I
recognizing
read.
anything until sort of the late 80s when we do Good Wife, America, Cry in the
Attack
Dark, Dead
Wolf
Calm.
TV, Possession,
And then in
1981.
1990 was Hunt for Red October. So, yeah.
He did Ivanhoe in 1982.
He
He
did
played
do
Brian
Ivanhoe.
Dubois Gilbert.
He did do Ivanhoe. And
Enigma.
he did.
Enigma, I think, was a spy film, if I remember.
And I see he was in a TV miniseries called Riley, Ace of Spies, and he played Riley. So that might have been a breakout.
12 episodes, 1983. Yeah. And then trying to get to The Good Wife. That must have been a movie. America. That was again about a Russians. Trying to think of Deadcom, the French Revolution.
Deadcom, I remember that one being
Deadcom was fairly popular. Yeah,
that was a popular one.
Yeah, and then was it 19?
I remember Cry in the Dark.
Yeah, then we're up to 19.
And then 1990, the 1990s, The Hunt for Red
October.
And that's like the first things I recognize him in.
We actually did this movie a long time
ago.
ago.
We did. We did Hunt for Red October. What an amazing film.
It is still a great film. And this is we always talk about films that you could pick up at any point and just watch it.
And it's still,
this is one of them. The Hunt for Red October is still so good. And even in 1990, it was becoming dated in the sense that the Soviet Union was already falling apart by this point, by the time the movie was released. I mean, what was it? Still... Like 91, 92 when the Soviet Union finally collapsed. So, I mean, it was kind of, but it still works. Like, you watch this movie
because the suspension, the tension, and the suspense.
Yeah, and Connery is so awesome. I mean, like, we always joke that only that one was Alec
Baldwin, right?
Yes, Alec Baldwin as Jack Ryan, because this is one of
Jack Ryan, and I think Gates McFadden is the wife.
What's that?
And I think Gates McFadden
has a very, very, very tiny.
And you miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it for like a half a second.
Yeah, but you're right, Rizzo. That movie stands up today. The suspense in that movie is pure classic cinema. I love that movie.
Yeah, I mean it's so shot so well. I mean, and like I said, Connery doing the Russian accent. Well, he doesn't even do the Russian accent.
No, he doesn't.
It's still a Scot.
Just like in Highlander,
you totally believe him. I guess it's kind of like it's like if you're watching Star City. Star City, all the Russians have a British accent. Like,
it's like Reese Ifans and all those guys.
I guess it's like, so if if that British accent, we're kind of supposed to tell us that that's Russian. But it worked really well. One of the key things I loved about this movie way they did this is that they weren't subtitling the whole movie.
No,
they had him reading that passage from Genesis or something, and he just kind of zooms in on his mouth and it changes to English, and it was one of the most brilliant ways to do it, so that we know that, in other words, the director saying they're still speaking Russian. It's just that we're going to have it in English so that you don't have to read the movie. And I really think that's important, because I brought that up before with movies. I hate subtitles because I end up reading the movie and not watching.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
And usually they flash too fast.
I can still hear inflection, and I like to hear the actor's original inflection. Because sometimes if it's dubbed, those actors don't capture.
Oh, I agree. I don't like dubbed either. There's no good medium. There's no happy medium.
No, there's no happy medium, but I don't mind
I don't like when they do it on purpose. It's one thing if it's a foreign film, and obviously it was originally Korean or whatever, German, and they have to either dub it or subtitle it. I get that, but I don't like it when American films put in like
Chris.
They put in the native language and then subtitle it. I'm like, okay, this is it's just irritating. So I don't want to read my movie. I want to watch the movie. So the other problem, I think they flash them too fast. You can't even read them. Sometimes they go so fast.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know what they said.
The dialogue's going right along, but I've never had that issue. I don't mind.
I guess I don't read too good. So, but anyway, getting back to Sam Neill in this particular movie.
So for most Americans, I think that would be their first, like that guy, the guy that played the Russian who wanted to go to Montana and no passport, like no papers, and he wanted to raise sheep and marry a fat American woman or whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what. So he played. That's what you'll notice. My lower third is he played Captain Borden.
Yes, he played Captain.
Yeah, and his he was kind of going along. He was obviously Captain Ramey's so number one, if you will. And
yes,
he was just like he was funny because one ping only.
Yeah, one ping only.
So but he gets shot. Of course, he would because he has a whole kind of a speech where he says I want to move to Montana and marry a fat American woman, and she will raise rabbits and she will cook them for me. We're all like, good luck.
Yeah, we're all like,
he wanted to buy the recreational vehicle and drive state to state.
Yeah, he wanted to drive state to state, no papers. Yeah, it was such a great. What a funny movie that was, and then all of a sudden there's Tim Curry popping in as the doctor or whatever.
He plays Tim Curry. I love him too because he plays that part so well as this kind of bumbling, completely in the wood, in the dark, I should say.
Yeah,
and he's like,
talking about the ballerina and whatever.
Yeah, and it's like, and then he's like, we've been sabotaged. Who said anything about?
Yeah. He's kind of cluing in, and they're all like,
he's a complete pawn.
Because isn't he the one that's when they're all on top of the ship? Isn't he the one that's like the captain's fighting them, and really it was the ship?
That wasn't him. He was up there, but it was just one of the crew that said that. That was like, this captain scared him out of the water when the Dallas comes flying up out of the water. By the way, if you guys know, John Eaves has been restoring the Dallas model.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has it. It's 11 feet long, and he's working on it in his garage. Because
how did he acquire that? Oh, we don't know.
Well, he built the original one.
Oh, he built the original.
Okay. He built it. Johnny's been doing stuff for years. So so he's restoring the whole Dallas model, all 11 feet of it. And those of you who are friends with him on Facebook he's been posting. He posted a lot of pictures of him restoring the Dallas. So nice. I don't know if he has or where the Red October is. But again, that was back in the day. They were still using practical models for those shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were not CGI.
I hope the October is out there somewhere. I would love.
I don't know. It was very unique because the Dallas was just a regular U.S. California class.
Yeah, it was a regular sub.
Or whatever it was.
The October was the Caterpillar class, like a fictional.
Well, it had it had the Caterpillar drive, which. I think they probably have something like that, but submarine technology is still very top secret. If you go down to Electric Boat in Groton, Connecticut, New London, Connecticut, and you can go down the river where they build these things, is that near the Long Island Sound. They're so big they can't build them inside, so they build them, and but at the front and the rear of the submarines. When they're close to completion, they have giant tents built around them because they don't want anybody spying on the propellers because that's top secret, and the sonar arrays on the front are also top secret. So they cover those. I know this because I knew this for years, but my nephew actually works for them now. So
nice. Bill is asking you, Rizzo, did you go to Maine to visit the October?
No, I wasn't in that river. I was in Maine.
You visited some lobsters.
I did. Yeah. I visited some red lobsters, not the restaurant.
Red lobster, not Red Lobster. I shouldn't say Reds.
I went to Red's Eats in Wisconsin.
Red's
Awesome.
Eats. That's what it's called. Red's Eats.
Yeah. The best place to get lobster rolls, period. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, this is obviously one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw it in the theater. I loved it from that moment. And I will still watch it at any point.
Yes. Back in the day, guys, when we could still flip through channels, if you were flipping around and you stumbled across that movie, you watched it.
You watched it.
It was just
Absolutely.
so good. It just drew you in every single time.
It's just well made all around. There's just a lot of stuff that just works. They did have a big that was quite expensive too, because that bridge did move. It's on hydraulics and stuff.
Oh, really?
So when it would tilt and all that stuff. I remember seeing a making of. So they put some money into that film. So and then I think the next big movie, of course, there was Memoirs of an Invisible Man in '92. I don't know how popular that was.
I don't think the piano doesn't count for us. It isn't, because it's not sci-fi or horror fantasy. It might be a little bit, but it was a huge film, and it was the film that got Anna win her Oscar.
Yeah. It was probably a movie that I didn't see it, but I'm sure I would have.
Oh, I saw it. It was a huge, big deal.
Yeah, I heard what it was about, and it's definitely not my kind of film. Yeah. I would have said it probably.
We're going to note that, and then we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to note that he did the piano.
You were in the piano.
Because the next big thing, of course, was 1993 with Jurassic Park, which is probably Jurassic Park has to be his one most standout characters, because most people recognize him as Dr. Grant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he plays that part. He plays that part so well as the kind of the paleontologist that he's kind of grumpy, and he doesn't like kids. Of course, that's the joke. He gets thrown with the kids, and clearly Laura Dern's character likes him, but I always thought there was kind of a big age gap there. Maybe there wasn't as much as I'm thinking.
I also felt like there was an age gap, but Laura, yeah, I could mentally age her up a bit, so it sort of worked.
Yeah, you could have a little May, December, or May, October romance.
Yeah, not quite December, but.
But anyway, of course, this movie was huge for many reasons. The biggest this was the first time we've done this movie, of course.
Yeah, we've done it.
First time you see, CGI, and it's really.
This is the movie that left you sitting there in your seat going, "Oh my God,
dinosaurs are real."
There's dinosaurs.
Because up until that movie, every dinosaur was stop action, very what's
claymation or something.
Yeah, it was always stop action. Yeah, it was animated. It was very Harryhausen.
It was some point. CGI, but it was also some animatronic. Like they built T-Rexes.
Yes, the T-Rex. Some of the T-Rex shots. Yeah, those were real. But the shots where the first time we see the dinosaurs and they're in the Jeep.
Yeah, when they're like running in a herd,
and then they're running and they're running over them. That's all CGI stuff that was at the time.
What
it still is really movie. Holds up well.
What an incredible movie. Everybody turns her head, like she's sitting there. Yeah. Was it her that turned
She was looking at a plant. She's like, this thing shouldn't be here, it shouldn't have existed. Yeah. And then he's like grabs her head, turns her up.
Because not brontosaurus. They're not brontosaurus, whatever they're called.
Well, yeah, they used to call them brontosaurus, but then
a million years ago, I just dated myself. I'm brontosaurus years old.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm brontosaurus, but then I'm sure somebody in the comments
someone will tell us what's really called. But yeah, oh my God, that movie. Oh, that's such a good movie, and that's kind of another one, guys. That when you were flipping around, you found it on TV, you stopped and watched it because it was so riveting, and just seeing all these animals come to life was absolutely. And his performance, he did so good. Like, you believed him as this archaeologist. Like in the beginning when they're digging and he's talking about the Velociraptor's claw and stuff. Yeah,
the little kid. He's like I don't know what you call the kid, call it a big chicken. He's like, well, this chicken will sit there and and gut you from here to here. And they'll start to eat you while you're still alive.
Still alive, yeah. which birds actually still do to this day, but that's not the point. The point is Sam Neill was so good in this movie, and now this movie is beloved.
Yes.
One of the
Well, of
top
course, yeah,
movies
it
of our
launched a
lifetimes.
massive IP and chain of movies that
And
unfortunately
now there's many
never,
more.
in my opinion, lived up to the original in any way. The second one, because if you read the books, like I did, I read Jurassic Park the book, which is again I think is better than the movie.
Well, yeah, Michael Crichton. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, I always thought, and I brought this up before, the one key thing that they left out of the movie that was in the book, but I thought made the book a real page turner was the fact that the Dr. Grant and the kids had seen the ship that Deirdre was supposed to get on to leave, and they saw it just getting ready to leave, and they saw velociraptors on the ship, like in a part of the ship that the crew doesn't normally go, like down in the back. And they knew, and by this time they had discovered that they were breeding on their own. So
and they didn't
the
call
thing
the
was,
ship.
they knew it was supposed to take 12 hours from the ship to get from the island to the mainland. And they knew if the ship got to the mainland, the velociraptors would get off, and then it'd be like a plague that they'd never get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? They would infest the whole, and they would no longer be contained on an island. So they were trying to get back to the main building within this time frame to call the ship back to say, you need to come back because, you know, you have these things on. So that's what you never knew if they were going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Every delay they had getting back to the main complex. So they took that out of the movie entirely. And I thought it was a mistake. I really did. But
they must have thought it was a mistake too, because then in subsequent movies, they did bring the dinosaurs to the mainland. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they always do that stupid thing. And the other thing that was in the book that they put into the second movie was the scene on the beach with the girl and the little compies.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
That was actually in the first book.
Yeah, they moved it.
But again, they moved it. It was a good scene. It was kind of, again,
super common in Hollywood for them to dissect a book.
Yeah, but the movie, the second movie was very different than the book. There weren't that many. There were some parallels, but it was a very different book. The movie in The Lost World and was different. Yeah, they changed quite a bit.
So yeah, Sam Neill, thank you for changing our lives with Jurassic Park.
But they keep going back to that well, trying to keep more money on it. I guess it still makes enough money at the box office to make worth it.
Oh God, yeah.
But I mean,
you know, a lot of when it was announced that Sam passed, a lot of the memes that I saw, and actually what my little blurb down here is about, I saw so many memes of dinosaurs being sad about Sam Neill, and I was like, oh,
yeah. I mean, this certainly was.
You know him from.
It was certainly his iconic role that most people would remember him from. If they didn't know really who he was just by name, you know, they're going, oh yeah, that's the guy that was Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park.
Exactly.
And, you know, they brought him back in some of the subsequent sequels, the more current ones, they brought him back, the character. The joke I always make is, well, why do people keep trying to make this a park or do anything with it? It clearly ends badly every single time. I mean, how many times do you need to have people murdered,
even need to make the park in the first place to know that it's going to end badly? Like, all you got to do is like read the proposal and be like, yeah, no, this
I think even was it in the first book or the second book? They actually nuked one of the islands. Like they actually just to get.
Okay, I need to go back and read these books.
I think if I remember correctly, I think it's the second one.
Like small nuke, like a little.
Because the second book, they weren't on the island where the park was. It was a separate island where they did all the research, the actual research and breeding, and that it was so bad that they were going to or they did just a small, very limited, just enough to wipe the
just the island.
Just get rid of the whole
the Bikini Atoll, just
just small enough not to affect anybody, but unless you're on the island.
2 or 3 kilotons, it's all good. Yep, Bill. The same reason.
Like you said, you know, was it like Malcolm said? You know, you've let the genie out of the box, kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
so going from Jurassic Park is the one that I was just watching. 1994's In the Mouth of Madness. I was literally just watching that before we came on the air tonight. It is a John Carpenter film, and it is very, very much a John Carpenter film. And the level, like going from Spielberg's Jurassic Park down to John Carpenter. And I love you, John Carpenter. I love you. you did Big Trouble in Little China, which is one of my all-time favorites. Like the difference. Is it a good movie? Sure, it's fun if you like horror and stuff. It's the premise is he plays a man slowly going insane as he thinks he's being written. Like he's in this book written by an author called Sutton Kane, and the name of the book is The Mouth of Madness. So it had a very, very clever premise, and Sam does amazing work, as Sam always does. His performances are amazing, but it's John Carpenter. The effects are really dated now. Some of the way stuff is treated is a little bit kind of on the cheesy side, which is sort of a John Carpenter trademark. Like he kind of does that. Like if you think to Escape from New York and some of his other stuff, he's always a little bit, the
It's
most
like
serious
almost,
John Carpenter
it's like
movie
a
was
camp.
The Thing.
He has a certain camp to his movies.
He has a certain camp,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
in The Thing. The Thing was pretty.
No, but the effects.
No,
I guess the effects were well. I guess they were good at the time.
Good at the time, I guess, but that one was like a thinker. This was just pure cheese fun, So it's all good. Sam was just doing his thing, and I like you go, Sam. Rock on with your
I've never seen it, so
you can skip it. I think you can, as they say, I watched it so you don't have to, and my verdict is you don't have to.
Right.
You can skip it.
So another movie he
love John Carpenter.
Yeah, another movie he did after that, which was, it's funny because it's showing it out of order here. At least I don't. Yeah, I guess. To do them in order, the Event Horizon was 1997.
Yeah, I'm seeing Event Horizon.
Event Horizon, which of course we did this movie too around Halloween.
Yeah, we did.
Definitely a sci-fi horror flick. Of course, about the ship that goes into a black hole comes out.
What a good
but
movie.
Is now like the ship is possessed by some kind of evil.
Yeah.
And they go, when it shows back up at Earth, they go to investigate, find out the whole crew's dead, or gone insane.
And
of course the same thing happening.
Crazy man, or he plays an insane man. And what a good job.
Well, he ends up going, he does a good job. Of course, this also had what's his name? Hang on.
We both have to click on it.
There's a lot of good actors in this. Lawrence Fishburne was one I'm trying to think
Lawrence
of.
Fishburne, yeah.
He plays
Jason Isaacs in it.
Yeah, Jason Isaacs is also in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good. Kathleen Quinlan was in it. I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah. So anyway, it's not a great movie.
But it's not a horrible movie. Like, if you give me the choice between Event Horizon and Mouth of Madness, I gotta pick Event Horizon.
Yeah, Event Horizon, I think, gets kind of a bad rap. I think people were expecting it to be a little different. I don't know what it was.
People wanted pure old sci-fi and not so much horror. If I remember from when we actually did this episode, the verdict was people wanted pure sci-fi and less horror, or they marketed it as sci-fi. So when people got there and found out it was horror, they were a little bit like, ugh.
Yeah, it was definitely more horror than science fiction. It was kind of similar to the movie, the Crichton book, in a lot of ways. What was the one where it's an underwater one? I can't think of it. Sphere.
Oh yes, Sphere.
The Sphere had a kind of a similar sort of thing going on.
Yeah, but they had aliens, didn't they? Or
no, what it was is, there was a device on board. It was alien, I believe, and on the ship that they find underwater, which had actually come back in time. So it was actually a U.S. Spacecraft that had crash landed, but like 1,000 years prior, and it had something on board that basically gave people like sort of a psychic ability, so that they could, like, their almost this kind of had a little bit of Forbidden Planet in it, where it was like monsters from the id
coming back to me now.
So the book was really good. I really liked the book. The movie was terrible, and I think a lot of it had to do with casting, with the exception. I mean, the actors were all good actors. It was just not a good combination. I didn't see Dustin Hoffman in the lead role. It was
I remember.
It didn't work at all. So
I remember. Yeah, he does not do not action, but like
it just didn't work. Yeah, I mean, he's a phenomenal actor. Don't get me wrong. I love Dustin Hoffman,
Yeah, I do too.
in many things and movies that he's done, but it's just,
I completely remember this now. Actually, Rizzo, did we actually do this movie?
I don't think we ever
we
did it. No.
Why is it so familiar? Like, I totally remember.
I just remember reading the book and loving it and say, this would make a great movie. And then they're going to make the movie. And then I saw the movie. I was like, this wasn't any good.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So,
that happens a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah. I do think it was casting and directing. I think the right director and better casting could have made the movie better.
Yeah, could have made it different. So yeah, I think in Mouth of Madness could have been a completely different movie in someone else's hands besides John Carpenter. But it's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, Event Horizon, strong movie. I recommend. You want a popcorn flick? You want to sit down with your adult beverage? I recommend it.
Watch it around Halloween. It's a good Halloween movie.
Yeah.
It's a good that kind of movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got minimal gore, not horrible, but it's a little bloody if I remember.
It's slightly bloody, really a lot of psychological horror or thriller, or whatever you want to call it. Horror, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway,
okay, above that, we're just gonna note, like we noted the piano, we're just gonna note the Horse Whisperer, another big one, not sci-fi. Okay, let's move on.
We mentioned it.
We mentioned
the next one I think that warrants as far as sci-fi would be Bicentennial Man.
I agree. Bicentennial
Man. We did this movie. I think Dave, I want to say Dave Lafredo was on that show.
It might have been Dave. Yeah, we definitely did Bicentennial Man.
Definitely did Bicentennial Man. This is, of course, the one with Robin Williams has a phenomenal role.
Yes.
He plays basically a robot that over the centuries, I shouldn't say century. Yeah, I guess it was like along. He basically, as technology advances, he becomes more human until he basically dies. But originally, Sam Neill plays the owner of the robot. Of him, he's originally just a servant, man. Mass-produced servant robot, owned by Sam Neill's character. He just goes by the character name of Sir, and it's a whole family. And it's interesting how the family grows and the children age, and they have children, and Robin Williams' character kind of knows these people as they age and die.
Yeah, because he doesn't age since he's robot.
He doesn't age, and he eventually does find another robot, I believe, to to spend some time with. But at the end, it's a very moving film, and it has a lot to do with humanity and what makes you human. What makes a person human, and so it has some kind of deep subtext going on, but it's also good. Robin Williams again he was an amazing man because he was so funny, but he also was a very good actor. I think what I'm saying.
He was so funny, but when he needed pathos, he had it. Like he could rip your heart out too.
Yeah,
and then make you laugh about it.
Yeah, so he was incredible, intelligent, and it's really sad that he ended up the way he did. So, but again, Sam Neill is in this. He does play. He's in pretty much the first half of the movie because, of course, he eventually ages and dies. And then
he's the father, right? He's the original father.
I would recommend this movie. I don't think it was. It's showing only like a 6.9 stars and stuff. But I think it deserves better. It's kind of a feel-good movie. It's a sad movie in the end in a lot of ways, but not, I guess. So, but it does speak a lot.
At the very end, he's pulling a data. He's pulling a measure of the man where he wants.
He wants to die. Yeah. So, I would definitely recommend Bicentennial Man to watch.
I would too.
You just want to watch something that's, I don't want to say it's super deep, but it's entertaining and yet has a message that I think would make you go,
Yeah. Agree. So, I agree.
Moving up the line, I'm trying to think.
Then I said Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3 again, Dr. Alan Grant.
Park.
Lots of Jurassic Parks.
Lots of Jurassic Parks. Then he did some TV. He was on TV a bit.
Yeah, he did a Berlin TV show.
Did Dr. Zhivago?
Dr. Zhivago. That was a TV miniseries. Trying to think.
A bunch of TV for some reason.
A lot of TV for a while there.
And he was in 10 episodes of The Tudors. And then he finally kind of got back to moving. No, not really. He did Crusoe.
Merlin's Apprentice, which is another TV show. The only 2 episodes though.
Yeah, he did like 1 and 2 episodes here and there, which is kind of funny. But he must have been rolling in that Jurassic Park money, so he didn't need to do too much. I see
Legend
14
of the
episodes of
Guardians. That was
and
we did a
Attack
voice,
on
of course, rolling that. Legend of the
Yeah.
Guardians. That was a
Yeah.
about
the
animals
owls of
kind of a thing.
Go.
Yeah. I don't know what the Dragon
Alcatraz.
Pearl is.
I don't either. I maybe animated.
Yeah.
But rolling up. I don't know what Alcatraz is. Peaky. Oh, so I know what Peaky Blinders is. So I'm all the way up
Peaky
to
Blinders. Yeah, that's a great show. We'll talk
12
about Peaky
episodes of
Blinders.
Peaky
No, Peaky Blinders is not sci-fi at all. Peaky
Nope.
Blinders is an action show on Netflix. It takes place about a family, Irish family in England, that are basically criminals.
Yeah.
And their empire, they build this criminal empire, and it takes place after World War I, so it's like in the 20s, I think, mostly 20s and 30s. I think is when it takes place. It's a really good show. I do recommend it. It's very action packed. It's interesting. It's kind of like The Sopranos in the 20s sort of thing, but not so much family drama. I think a little less that, more.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. It has a really good soundtrack because it uses modern rock and roll at the right time.
Yeah. Below that, I am going to note, just below that, I'm going to note A Long Way Down, also not sci-fi, but it was a pretty good movie back in the early, but that's Pierce Brosnan and Toni Collette. And it's, a humans being humans, slice of life movie, but yeah, just note that. Let's get back to the sci-fi stuff.
Well, I'm trying to find some.
He was all over the place. I mean, look at this stuff. Look how much stuff.
Tutankhamun miniseries. I don't know what that sounds like. That could be.
So much stuff.
I didn't see it. Oh, we did Thor Ragnarok. He played Odin. He played the actor who was playing Odin.
Yeah, he played Odin.
You remember they were watching a play and he was the one playing Odin, because you remember, was it Anthony Hopkins plays actual Odin. So that's kind of funny that, I do remember that now. Again, that movie was really pretty funny. I thought Thor Ragnarok was something that the Marvel movies needed, as kind of that, a little bit of a comic relief, not so serious. That one was directed by Taika Waititi, right? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Taika Waititi.
So, and he was also in it because he was the Rock guy. He voiced the Rock guy at the end, when he I think of the character's name, but anyway, it was pretty good. Of course, you guys that have seen Thor Ragnarok.
Fun for the Wilder People, Tutankhamun, House of Bond, Thor Ragnarok,
or Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
He just did the voice, I guess, in that. He must not have. He wasn't actually in it.
Yeah, that's the video game. Yeah. Rick and Morty, because hey, Rick and Morty.
I don't remember that episode.
Me neither.
Montegranton leader.
I probably listened right to it and didn't even recognize.
Oh, I'm sure I didn't pick it up. Yeah.
Oh, Invasion. He did an episode of Invasion.
The Apple show? Oh, yeah. I did not care for that show.
I have not yet seen that show, so I will
check it out. I watched the first season, and first of all, it took forever to get to see aliens. And there were some really stupid side stories I felt that were going on that didn't make any sense. I thought this was one of the shows that Apple dropped the ball on as far as sci-fi.
I don't know, man. Apple's been killing it lately. I'll check it out and see what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 seasons.
Above that, right above that, he's back in his sweet spot. He does another Jurassic World video game, and then he does Jurassic World Dominion, which I think I did see. Is that the one with Bryce Dallas Howard?
I don't know. That's the most current one.
It is the one, and Chris Pratt. I did see that one. Yes.
Yeah, that's 2022, so that's 4 years ago. I think that's the most current one.
Recent. Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
And then also
there's so many Jurassic Park movies now, or Jurassic, add a word movies.
Jurassic everything.
It's Jurassic something. I just don't keep track. I watched the first one with Chris Pratt, I didn't like go to the theater. I just watched it. It was like all right. It's like, again, it's people running from dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's just
And then after that, he's back in Marvel, back doing
back to
Odin
doing the
again.
actor of Odin.
Thor, Love and Thunder. Which I loved Love and Thunder. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was all right. I don't know. It wasn't as.
If you're curious, will we ever see Sam Neill again? Yes, we will. He has 2 things that are completed, probably going to go to post-production. One of them is called Last Resort. Not sure what that is, but the other one is called Godzilla versus Kong Supernova, and that is in post-production. And we do cover the Godzilla and Kong stuff every now and again on this show, so maybe we will be checking that out.
So those are due out next year, so we will. Yeah, those are his 2 final films. But we've covered his pretty much science fiction.
Yeah, and he did
repertoire.
Oh, Sam, everything you were in was awesome. Like every time you were in it, I was like, yay.
Yeah, I know. There's so many good things.
Oh, Merlin! Did you talk about Merlin?
I did mention it. I mentioned that it's the TV show. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mention it. I never saw it, so I didn't have a lot.
Blood was pretty good.
I don't have a lot to say about a show that I didn't see.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so much stuff. I'm just looking through the pictures. Oh my god. Well,
I'm just reading comments.
Yeah, oh, he played the sheriff in Invasion.
Yeah, no, that move, the Invasion was just.
Yeah, I need to go check it out.
He has a small part, like in the first couple episodes. Now that I remember now.
I love when they get a name. So you're telling me it's like having Carrie, what's her name in
kind of. Yeah,
they get a name. They put him in the first and second episode. Then that's it.
Carrie Ann Moss in
in the Star Wars.
What the hell was it? The terrible one. Well, that's pretty much that's a wide berth there because they're all been pretty bad. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. What was it?
Witches.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of it?
Acolyte. I can't think of it either. Acolyte.
Yeah.
And we were all pumped. We were like, yeah, Carrie Ann, she's going to be so awesome. This is going to be great.
I know.
And
then she's dead.
We watched it. We were like,
spoiler alert, she's dead in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I think really started the ball of hate rolling on that show. Was like there was such a ripoff. We were all like, oh, it's going to be awesome. It was like, meh, 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 meh. Jerry's saying that she liked him in The Dish. Deadcom. We didn't bring up a Deadcom. That was good. We did bring that up, yeah. And The Hunt for Wilder People. I don't know that one. Hunt for the Wilder People. I never saw that one either. But he has a hugely extensive, obviously, resume of work that he used to do. I remember seeing him in commercials. He used to do commercial work too.
Oh god, yeah.
So but yeah, anyway, we're really sad that he is no longer with us. He was 74, so he wasn't particularly very old.
No, and he had just actually beat cancer and was cancer free at the time of his death.
Yeah.
So
just goes to show you never know.
None of us know. All of us go at any time. So everybody, I hug you.
Well, so anyway, it's be probably a short show tonight because I don't really have much more we could add to it.
Already 7:50.
Yeah. We didn't really mention. You guys that probably have seen, but I do have. You guys don't.
Oh yeah,
have Doug's book, Doug Drexler's book, Trek Star. I just got it today. This is actually, I'm impressed. This is hardcover. Yeah, that's from this Kickstarter.
It's from the Kickstarter.
You can get it in softcover, but it's only a few dollars more for the hardcover. So why would you get the softcover?
For the hardcover.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like it's like $5 or $6. Lots of pictures from his career and stuff. So
good for you, Doug.
Yeah. So yeah, I would, if you're interested, it's on Amazon. I'm sure if you see him, he'd probably be happy to sign it for you. I'm gonna bring
Oh
that
yeah,
to Vegas because he's gonna be in Vegas
he
when
will
we
be in
do.
Vegas. We do not know
Um,
yet. We do not know yet if he's coming to
yeah, he
Ticonderoga.
may be in Thai in September, but we don't know that for.
Maybe not. We don't know.
So that's
We'll
why
let
I'm
you
gonna
know as
bring
soon
it.
as we do.
That's why I'm gonna bring it with me to Vegas to make sure that I get it signed by him because
Yeah,
I don't
do
know
it.
when
Do it.
next time I'm gonna see him. But so that's out there. It's already on Amazon's bestseller. I think top 10 books or
Oh,
something. So,
good, good, good,
yeah, he's
good.
doing really well with it. So yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, I'm really actually just for the little bit I got to thumb through it. I was much more impressed. I didn't think it. I thought it was going to be this like little quarter-inch thing. But no, it's quite the book. Solid, a lot of stuff in there.
He had
So
quite
now
the career.
he did have a very interesting career when you kind of break it down. So good for him. Good on you, Doug. He's been on the show here a few times. So
Yes.
one of these days,
We will
might
get
get
him
him
back.
back. I'd like to get him back to do Defiance, which I think
That would
a
be
good
wonderful.
investment.
Which I'm stuck. I'm kind of stuck. For some reason, season 3
I
doesn't
told
want to
you
play.
that you have to watch. You have to
No. The first two on Peacock, but you
right.
have to have Peacock like Ultra Prime. Like they want me to subscribe more
But you
than
can
what
buy
I've already subscribed.
yes, you have to buy the up, but just do the week trial, watch the 2 episodes, and cancel it, and you get a week free.
I don't have the patience for that because I will forget to cancel. So, but then I was like, all right, screw it. I'll skip the first 2 episodes and I'll just go watch the rest.
Nope,
can't watch the rest either. It's
really?
I can't even where I sail the high seas. Can't even watch it there. So
but you can watch it. You can skip it. It's back on. The rest of it's on Prime though.
Nope. You have to when you go to Prime, it refers you over to Peacock, and then Peacock says you have to subscribe.
Yeah, but if you go to watch the first 2 episodes, but if you go like back to where you were watching, where it shows seasons, just go to season 3, skip ahead to the 3rd episode. You should be able to watch it.
All right, I will try that again. But last time we tried that, it was trying to send me back to Peacock, and Peacock was like, "Give me money." So I was like,
I eventually caved just because it was like, oh, we'll give you a week for free, and okay.
Yeah.
So I literally watched the 2 episodes in a day. I canceled it like an hour after I.
It does say that. I know myself. I know myself well. I will not cancel.
It's not on CanuckaVision for some reason. It's interesting.
No, it's not on CanuckaVision, and I can't sail the high seas with it. I mean, it's there,
anyway,
but I get the spinning wheel.
I could probably give you the nutshell what happened, but
just tell me what's happening because seasons 1 and seasons 2 are so impressive. Like I literally was like, how do I not remember all this? Like there was the money that they must have spent on Defiance is like wow.
Probably why Sci-Fi canceled it because it was good, but it wasn't making enough money.
The makeup. All the different races all fighting with each other.
Yeah.
It's like a battle for supremacy.
In season 3, at the beginning, another race of the whatever they were from the planet shows up.
Pale Wars, whatever.
No, from that came on the.
Oh yeah. I know.
From the other solar system, there was another race that they never spoke about, and because they were enemies of everybody else basically, and they were basically
it's basically Enterprise on the Xindi game.
So they show up with this other Ark ship, and you find out that the other races basically sabotaged all their Ark ships to get rid of them, except one.
So is that what's going on with Orissa or whatever, and she's got the things coming out of her mouth and all?
Well, no, they wrapped that up. They wrapped that up. They wrapped that storyline up in the end of 2.
No, they don't. That's what I need to watch season.
They end up in the cave with the cave in, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So that thing's gone now. That's gone. That arc brain.
All right, that's good. I
don't think everybody wants to
kill Tommy. She killed Tommy. And she just straight up killed, do not get attached to characters. Like if you're watching Defiance and you're like, oh, I like that funny little short bartender.
Save all this for when we do the actual show.
I like Treasure Doll. She's funny. No. Oh, I like Tommy. Tommy was really good. No, do not get attached. They all
a lot of people get they off.
I think we should. Let me try again to watch season 3 or at least parts of season 3, and then let's
do it up and get the free thing for 2 days and cancel it. My God, it's not that hard.
I'll tell you why after. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you why.
The whole thing. She's been banned.
No, I haven't been.
Anyway, all right. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do next week, as usual. We'll figure it out on the last minute,
Oh,
as I always
Roy,
do.
I don't know if Roy posted what he was doing. Phil is not doing much either.
Nobody's
His
doing
usual
anything.
stuff, all his usual stuff. He might have me on the politics show, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And I said to him, I shouldn't say that. I won't say that on the air. Never mind. I was going to say something bad political, but I won't.
Be nice. So, all right. On that note, we will end a little early. As always, live long and prosper, and may the force be with you always. Good night.
Bye, guys.